Stop right there. I know what you think English fluency looks like: years of grammar drills, memorizing massive vocabulary lists, and forcing yourself through dry textbooks. You believe that the only way to speak confidently is through hours of painful study. But here's the truth: that approach is a lie. It's why you feel stuck, why you can read English perfectly but freeze up the second you try to speak. The real problem isn't your commitment, it's your method. You're learning words, but you're not learning connection. You're studying English rules, not real-life rhythm. This leaves you with a vocabulary-rich, conversation-poor gap. Do you want to sound natural? Do you want to understand native speakers without constantly translating in your head? You need a new roadmap. You need a simple, practical system. Today, I'm giving you that system. I'm sharing the single biggest secret I've learned from teaching thousands of students how to move from "I know the word" to "I can use the phrase." It's a method that cuts through the noise and unlocks your ability to communicate effortlessly. It will make speaking feel smooth. It will make speaking feel easy. It will make speaking feel natural. My name is Peter, and this is English Unlocked. If you're serious about moving beyond basic English and finally achieving that fluid, confident voice you've always wanted, hit the subscribe button right now. We're about to unlock your English. Let's dive in. We, as analytical thinkers, love the big jump. We want to solve the problem in one intense session. But language acquisition works like a limit function, not a single huge spike. The power is in the daily, small effort, the consistency. Think of it as 20 minutes a day, every day. This is far more valuable than 8 hours on a Sunday, followed by 5 days of silence. Because your brain needs the daily derivative, the continuous small input, to stabilize the learning curve. Imagine trying to heat a large room with a tiny candle. If you light it briefly, the room cools down. If you keep it lit, the temperature slowly but surely rises. Your English skill is that temperature. It requires continuous warmth. Don't chase the impossible goal of learning 100 words today. Chase the achievable goal of using 5 phrases today. The goal is consistency. The result is fluency. This daily commitment is the invisible force that guarantees your success. Do you have 20 minutes? Of course you do. This is the single biggest secret to sounding natural and fast. Stop learning single words like difficult, task, or finished. Start learning phrase blocks or chunks like a piece of cake or call it a day. When you learn chunks, you bypass the need for your brain to build sentences word by word. This slows you down and makes you sound robotic. Native speakers don't calculate. They use pre-packaged, ready-to-go communication units. It's like having the full answer already memorized, not calculating every step. For example, instead of thinking, "I am feeling not good today," you instantly say, "I'm feeling under the weather." See the difference? It's faster. It's smoother. It's natural. This phrase block strategy is the integration that gives you fluid speed. Your job from today forward is to identify and collect these blocks, not individual words. Are you ready to think in formulas? Start collecting phrase blocks now. You cannot produce what you have not absorbed. Your speaking ability is capped by your listening comprehension. This is the input stage, the data collection phase. You need rich, diverse data streams. But here is a rule: listen to English that interests you. If you hate history, don't force yourself to listen to a history podcast. Listen to podcasts about gaming, cooking, or maybe even calculus. The topic doesn't matter, the consistent exposure does. Don't just listen passively, listen actively. Choose one 10-minute video or podcast every day. Listen once for general meaning. Listen twice for new phrases or phrase blocks. Listen a third time and try to mimic the speaker's intonation. This is how you train your ear and your voice simultaneously. The quality of your output is a direct reflection of the quality of your input. Are you feeding your brain the right information? Start your daily 10-minute deep listening now. The biggest barrier to B2 is not grammar, it is fear. Fear of making a mistake. Fear of sounding silly. This perfectionism is a destructive force, trapping you in silence. Let's reframe mistakes. Mistakes are not failures. They are feedback mechanisms. In analysis, a calculation error tells us exactly where to adjust the variable. In English, a spoken mistake tells you exactly which phrase needs more practice. Embrace the mistakes. Go out and make them. Your goal in every conversation is not to be perfect, but to be understood. Start small. Talk to yourself in the mirror for 5 minutes every morning. Describe your coffee. Describe your plan for the day. It doesn't matter who hears you yet. Then take the leap. Find a language partner, or even just talk to the reflection on your screen. The point is to move the language from the head to the mouth. Don't wait until you are ready. You will never be ready. Start speaking now. Many believe that grammar is the foundation of English. I say grammar is the support structure. It is necessary, but it should not be your main focus. Think of it like this. A great architect doesn't draw every brick first. They draw the beautiful building, and the bricks follow the structure. Your fluency is the beautiful building. Grammar ensures it doesn't collapse. Stop obsessively studying tenses. Start using the tenses you already know with confidence. The simplest rule: focus on using the grammar that helps you convey your meaning, not the one that sounds the most complex. If you focus too much on small details, you miss the entire picture. Learn grammar through context, not drills. When you find a new phrase block, analyze its simple structure. "I'm just pulling your leg" uses a simple continuous tense. Focus on the usage, not the abstract rule. Use grammar to build, not to restrict. Are you ready to trust the structure you already have? Vocabulary lists are the most inefficient way to learn. You forget them immediately because they lack an emotional anchor or context. As an analyst, I know data points are useless without a domain. Your English vocabulary needs a domain, a real-life situation. For example, don't learn the word exhausted. Learn the phrase, "I'm running on fumes" after a 12-hour workday. The phrase now has a memory attached to it. The smell of coffee, the glow of your laptop, the feeling of fatigue. That memory locks the phrase into your long-term memory. You will never forget it. Always learn words as they appear in the wild, in movies, books, or conversations. Write down the entire sentence, not just the word. This gives you the context, the domain, and the usage pattern. When you review the story attached to the phrase. This makes learning stickier. This makes learning meaningful. Stop memorizing isolated data points. Start collecting contextualized memories. What new phrase did you acquire today? B1 is about surviving. B2 is about thriving. The leap from B1 to B2 is often called the inflection point. The moment when your learning curve suddenly accelerates. What changes? You stop translating. You start thinking in English. You realize you have enough vocabulary and grammar, our phrase blocks and structure, to express almost anything. The challenge shifts from knowledge acquisition to speed and fluency application. This is where phrases like "think outside the box" or "cost an arm and a leg" become essential. They don't teach you new concepts, they teach you cultural fluency. They make you sound sharp and engaged. This B2 breakthrough isn't a magical gift. It's the reward for your consistent, small effort over time. Once you hit this point, English stops being a subject you study and becomes a tool you use. The world of opportunity opens up. Are you ready to push through that inflection point? You are closer than you think. You might say, "Peter, I don't live in an English-speaking country. How can I immerse myself?" Immersion is a state of mind, not a geographical location. You can create an immersion bubble right where you are. Change the language settings on your phone, laptop, and social media. You interact with these things hundreds of times a day. This forces constant, low-stakes exposure. Watch every movie with English subtitles first, then without. Start narrating your life in your head in English. I'm going to grab a bite now. I need to call it a day. This constant inner monologue trains your brain to process thoughts directly in the target language. It kills the need for translation. This is your own personal English laboratory. It is always open. It is always available. You are the designer of your environment. Make every corner of your digital life speak English. Language is 50% words and 50% emotion. In our rush to be correct, we often sacrifice feeling. We sound monotone, even when discussing exciting things. To sound natural, you need to use emotional amplifiers, phrases that convey feeling. Instead of "that is correct," try "you're spot on." Excitement, agreement. Instead of "I wish you good luck," try "break a leg." Friendly encouragement. These phrases are social grease. They make conversations engaging and warm. Think about the phrase, "that's the last straw." You can't say it without emotion, right? It demands feeling. Practice saying these emotional phrases out loud, exaggerating the tone. Make it sound dramatic. This exercise liberates your voice and connects your words to your feelings. You are not just sharing information, you are sharing yourself. Don't just be correct, be captivating. What is the most emotionally amplified phrase you can use right now? We started by identifying the problem. You were treating English like a rigid calculation. We discovered the solution, treating English as a dynamic, integrated system of consistency and phrase blocks. Your journey is unique, and your final formula will be unique. But the constants remain the same: consistency, context, and courage. Do not let fear stop you. Do not let one bad conversation define you. Every mistake is a chance to say, "Back to the drawing board," with a smile. I have shared my insights as an analyst and educator. But the real work, the daily effort, belongs to you. The ball is in your court now. Go out and own this journey. My name is Peter, and this is English Unlocked. If this inspired you to change your method, hit that subscribe button. Let's see what you will achieve next. I believe in every single one of you. Thank you, and keep speaking. And that brings us to the end of today's deep dive into English fluency. Remember our two most powerful takeaways, the absolute keys to unlocking your voice. First, focus on phrase blocks, not single words. Stop calculating sentences and start using those prepackaged chunks like "I'm all ears" or "let's play it by ear." This is how you get speed. Second, embrace the fear equation and speak. Don't wait for perfection. Mistakes are just feedback mechanisms, not failures. Go out there and use that language, even if you're just narrating your coffee order to yourself. Your consistency is the only variable that truly matters. If you found the calculus of consistency helpful, and if you're ready to see the true power of phrase blocks in your daily life, then don't just listen. Become part of the community. Hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications so you never miss a step in your fluency journey. My name is Peter, and this is English Unlocked. Thank you for your time, your focus, and your commitment. I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Keep speaking and take care.